Well, hey garden friends, it's Destry. Welcome back to my car today. You know what that means? We're doing some plant shopping. That's right, I'm here at the Home Depot today and I'm feeling I'm a little bah humbug. I'm not like quite getting in the holiday spirit for some reason this year. Usually I'm super excited. This year, I'm just not quite there yet. So we're gonna go check out the Home Depot. We're gonna look at some plants, some decor. We're gonna see what they have here so that I can start to get over my bah humbugness and start to feel a little bit more in the spirit of the season. Nothing makes me feel a little bit more Christmassy or holiday or winter inspired than looking at some beautiful plants and greenery. So we're gonna see what plants they have for outdoors, if they have any good sales this time of year for any other plants, the house plants, maybe some bulbs, and just kind of take a look around the Home Depot and get inspired for the season. So let's go ahead and head inside and see what they've got. So the first thing I noticed as I walked up was how gorgeous these little lanterns were. They were a metal lantern, right around $40, and they were filled with holiday greenery and pine cones. What a cute way to flank your entry. Now next to those, they had some porch pots. These were a red metal pot, right around $45, stuffed with some birch branches, greenery, and faux berries, also some pine cones. These would make an amazing hostess gift or something cute for your entryway or patio. Next up were these containers. They were only a plastic container for around $13, and it was just a simple arborvitae with a red bow. So nothing too spectacular here, but still a cute evergreen. On the other side, they had some smaller porch pots. Now, these ones did not have the logs in them, and they were right around $20. So a lower price point, a smaller container, but still something cute for like a tabletop or an outdoor area. Next up were some living trees. These were a dwarf Alberta spruce, around $45, dressed up with some little twinkle lights. I believe these were, oh no, these ones were just a garland. And then a pretty red bow. So again, something really cute for an outdoor area or to even use as your Christmas tree. These ones were $40 and actually had little twinkle lights and were in a metal bucket with little like rope handles. So again, my Home Depot in my area was completely stocked up with all kinds of these evergreens for the holiday season. This was a metal container with a reindeer on it. These ones were the right around $30, and again, it didn't really say what evergreen this was. I think it was just a little spruce tree. Now, these containers were made to look like they were wooden, but they were actually plastic. This one was called a baby blue, right around $40, and again, a nice living tree that would add a lot of scent and, holiday decor to any space. Now, my recommendation is if you're looking to add evergreens to your garden or yard, this is a really good time to grab these. However, they do jack up the prices around this time of year. They put a red bow on it and they can charge more for it. So here were some arborvitae for only $10 with no red bow. So again, lower price point, just wasn't dressed up with that little holiday flair, but a little bit more affordable. So speaking of a better price point, these were a Leyland cypress for $35. Much bigger, kind of a wild plant, but really pretty. And my favorite rack at the Home Depot, the clearance section. Look at these gorgeous mums, you guys. These were so cute and they were only $2 each. I was very tempted to pick some of these up. Now they were in full bloom. Here they had some ground cover. It looks like these were also $2 for this creeping myrtle. So they had some really nice plants here on the clearance rack. Also some black mondo grass. That's a steal for this plant for $2. I didn't snag anything today, but they definitely had some nice selection here on the clearance rack. Okay, these were adorable. Only about $25 for these hanging baskets. I'm going to try to recreate a look like this for less, so stick around to the channel. I have a plan for that coming up. For $20, you could get, again, these kind of smaller little containers. These are not live plants, they're just branches that have been pushed down into some floral foam. All right, so this section had some gifting options. They were all about $16 and they would look really cute on like your desk at work or in an office setting or maybe in your classroom. So some of them were dressed up with some faux berries, some little lights, some elf feet kind of sticking out. So I thought this was nice. I mean, it was nice to be able to just grab something and go if you were looking for a gift idea. I liked this rosemary option. This is a culinary herb, so I thought that was fun. But what in the heck is this? What have they done to this tree? They've like wrapped this tree up with this wire. Why are they doing this? Is it supposed to look like Whoville? Like, what is happening here? Okay, these were some kind of evergreen with berries. The plants themselves didn't look that great to me. They were about $7, but the berries were kind of pretty. And then underneath that, they had more of these like wrapped trees. I don't know why they were all wrapped with wire. Is this supposed to look like Charlie Brown's Christmas tree? You guys tell me in the comments, what is happening here? It looks like these trees are being tortured. Is it just me? Have you ever tried a waxed amaryllis bulb? I have not. I have not tried the waxed thing, but these were really beautiful, I have to say. They were all budded up. They would probably be blooming within the next week or two, and they had some different varieties. They also had these in these kind of glass jars with some pebbles in the bottom. Again, they're all budded up. So these were about $20 for the vase ones. Yeah, again, great gift, and I was tempted. I was tempted. $11 it looks like for the waxed amaryllis bulb, and they had a nice selection here. All right, it was finally time to head inside and take a look at some of these beautiful Christmas trees. Now, we've had the same Christmas tree from Costco for the last few years, and luckily we did plug it in this year and it's still working great. So I'm not in the market for any of these, but it was fun to look around and see what they had. Okay, I was kind of shocked that they already had some poinsettias here. $5, but I'll tell you what, these are totally in bloom. I would not grab any of these quite yet because I would want them to last a little bit longer in the season. And because these are all bloomed out already, they're really kind of on their way out. So I'm going to wait on buying any poinsettias this year. Ooh, what do I spy over here? LeafJoy. Oh, this is fun. They've got their whole holiday collection out. I was really excited to look at this. So if you're not familiar with LeafJoy, it's by a company called Proven Winners, and they specialize in different interesting, houseplant options. What I love about them is they have really good plant tags. It gives you lots of information, QR codes to scan to get more information, so that you really have a good idea of what you're buying. So most of these were in ceramic pots, which I thought was really nice. And then down here, they had some that were just in water vessels. So these are plants that can root just in water, which I also thought was kind of interesting and could make for a really neat gift. These were in glass vessels with a cork lid, and they were meant to look like little, I think, Christmas ornaments with some snow on them. They were really cute, and the plants looked really healthy. I think this would be a winner of a gift for any plant lover in your life. Okay, what do we have here? A closed terrarium with plants in it? Okay, this thing is cool. I want one of these for Christmas. Someone put it on my list, please. All right, at a $30 price point, I don't know, you guys.
It is a little steep, but again, these plants look extremely healthy and vibrant. So I think, you get what you pay for. This is a reputable brand with some really beautiful, healthy plants. As long as the Home Depot takes care of these, I think they would be a really pretty gift for someone. So tell me in the comments, what do you think about these? This price point's only $10 for this Hoya. Would you buy any of these plants? Do you collect or grow houseplants? Let me know in the comments. Even though I'm not sure I'll be buying any of these this year, it was still fun to look around and see all the varieties that they had to choose from. Now, of course, they also carry other houseplant brands here at the Home Depot, and I have to say they were completely stocked up. Here was some beautiful big leafed green plants, and look at this one. I was very tempted to grab this, you guys. Look how pretty this is. This is from the Trending Tropicals line, and had some information here. Again, a QR code on the tag, which can be so helpful because when you get these home, you really need to understand how to care for them. Look at the leaves on this specimen. Isn't it interesting? You guys, I really wanted to bring this home today, but my houseplant collection has gotten so big, I don't have room for anything else. In fact, it's getting harder and harder to just care and water the plants that I already have. So I had to leave these all at the store today, but I have to say I was really impressed with the health and the selection that they had here. They also had some gorgeous hanging baskets. Look at these, you guys. Only about $20, and these plants looked vibrant, full, and ready to go on display. So I thought these would be a fun way to update your planters outside for the season. You could just pop a little pick in there. They had some solar lights, some Grinch, some Mickey Mouse, and you could dress up your decor for the season. And here were more of those terrariums. I thought these were such a cool idea for a gift or any plant lover. Now, I'm not sure how hard it would be to keep these alive, but it was pretty cool to just see them in the store. They had so many to choose from. Here they had some smaller ones as well for only about $20. Now this is adorable. You had me at succulent. Look at these little wagons filled with succulents. Only about $25 for these, and what a cute gift. I thought they were super adorable. So tell me in the comments, do you like succulents or have any in your collection? And of course, they had some Christmas cactus. Now, fun fact, most of these they had here, all of them they had here, were actually not Christmas cactus. These are actually called Thanksgiving cactus, although we're just used to seeing this kind in the stores because it is the easiest kind to grow and propagate. Now, normally Thanksgiving cactus blooms earlier than Christmas cactus, which is another reason that retailers bring it out this time of year. Another one that comes out a lot this time of year is a kalanchi. I'm never saying it right, but I love these. They bloom really nice, but I've never been able to keep one alive past the holiday season. So tell me the trick. Have you ever been able to keep one of these alive before? They always seem to get moldy and die on me, so I'm not sure what I'm doing wrong. Now, Thanksgiving cactus I've had for years and years, and I've propagated, and they're super easy to grow for me. So let me know in the comments what you think. Now, if you're craving a little tropical flair, why not get one of these? You guys, I could not find the name of this plant, but I actually own one. I have one in my collection. I actually am not sure exactly how to care for it. The bloom kind of died and I cut off the bloom stalk, and now I'm not really sure what to do with it. I thought this was a little cute pink cutie here. Again, it looks like Costa is another brand that they carry at my local Home Depot. Look at all these plants though, you guys. I mean, I just couldn't believe them how much they had here. It just seemed like it went on and on. Now you're speaking my language. Let's look at these bulbs. Now, please tell me some of these are on sale, but guess what? None of them were. I was really surprised. I thought by this time of year, late November, that some of these bulbs would be on clearance, but I was pretty bummed out to find they weren't. So one of the plants I'm going to be growing this year, you guys, is crocus. They had some crocus bulbs here that I was really interested in. I have already planted all the crocus that I'm going to do this year, but if you haven't seen the video where I plant bulbs in pots, I'll try to link that one for you in the description below. Now, I've already got all my spring blooming bulbs planted for this year, except for my ranunculus. I have not planted those out, so I will be doing that soon. But they did have a really great selection here. So again, I wish I would have asked a sales associate as to like when these might go on sale, because that's the time to grab them. The time to grab them is when they go on clearance and you can get some smoking deals. But I was impressed with what they had and the bulbs looked really healthy. So that's good to remember for next year. And guess what? They had some Proven Winners daffodil bulbs here too. Now it looks like they had two different blends here, a morning sunrise blend and a golden meadow blend. Look at these blooms. They're so pretty. Again, I'm wishing they were on sale, but they still look like they would be really nice collections. Now, if I was going to buy any of these Thanksgiving cactus, these are the ones I would grab. They were all tucked away behind this plastic, but you can see they're not blooming yet. They're all budded up, but not blooming. Again, the ones that are already bloomed, you haven't even gotten to see half that show. So I would scoop up these ones, stick my hand in that plastic, grab one of these out that's not even fully done blooming yet, and enjoy those blooms at home rather than letting them bloom in the store. So for about $25, you could grab one of these decorated pines. Now, here's my word of advice to you on this. Do not put these outside. These are actually indoor houseplants. I know this because I made this mistake one time. I thought I could put these on my front porch and one frosty cold night and it was dead. So again, if the Home Depot has them inside, that means you should also be keeping them inside. We can't forget about our little garden critters this time of year, you guys. Grabbing some of this bird food and maybe a bird feeder would be a great gift for a gardener or something for myself. They had some suet here. They had some peanuts and things for the squirrels. I don't know about you. I do feed my squirrels in the winter. It helps them not dig up my bulbs as bad, I've noticed, if I feed them some peanuts. We also feed the hummingbirds all winter, of course, and I do feed the songbirds in the winter. I just think it's a nice thing to do for my garden friends. All right, getting back to houseplants. Down here, they had a sago palm. I don't have one of these in my collection, but I've always been interested to try them. Do you have one? I mean, they're kind of pokey. I don't know. I don't know if I need one of these. They also had some other interesting things. This one's called a money plant, I believe. I actually have a small one of these in my collection, but it's not all braided up like these. They had some bamboo, which I've had in the past. And then they did have a lot of orchids. Orchids make a great hostess gift. I think they are just as beautiful as buying anyone like a cut flower gift for a hostess gift. And then look at these. Again, I don't know the name of this particular variety, but they had lots to choose from. Some kind of tropical here. And one of my favorites, fiddle leaf fig. You guys, everyone talks about how fiddle leaves are really hard to care for. I have not had that experience. I've had one that's been growing and growing, and it's been a really easy plant to have. So let me know if you've ever tried a fiddle leaf fig in your collection. Now, peace lilies are gorgeous, although they are highly toxic. You do not want to have these around if you have a cat or a dog or a baby that's into exploring and nibbling, but they are a beautiful plant. Oh my gosh, this Mickey and Minnie is making me nostalgic for last year. We took our family to Disney for Christmas. You guys, I did a whole video about all the plants of Disneyland. I will link that one in the comments. It's definitely a fun one if you're a Disney fan. Oh my gosh, it's my dog Max, you guys. Have you seen Max in my videos? This looks just like him. Max is an Aussie Doodle. It's black and white. Oh my God, I need this thing. I need him. He's so cute. So another way to add some festive flair to your garden is with a little garden flag. Now I know some people think these are horribly tacky. I actually kind of like them. I have one in my backyard and one in my front entry. Maybe I'll pick up a new one this year. Another simple way to spruce up the outdoor decor is with some throw rugs. Now these were cool. They were a 2-set. So you got the underlayer and the little rug to go on top for right around $15. I thought they were so cute and such a good deal. So highly, highly recommend these. I might go back and grab one. Oh my gosh, I missed this whole display of Amaryllis. So this is how you see Amaryllis in the stores this time of year. They also had some paper whites here, but you usually see them just boxed up, but they actually had just the bulbs, you guys. So for $10, you can skip getting the kind of cheap container, the little, I don't know, it comes with this cocoa, soil, and you could just buy the bulbs, get your own prettier container, use your own potting soil for half the price. This is the way to go. Look at all the different varieties they have here, you guys. I was really impressed with this, and I was really happy to see that they were selling just the bulbs here of all these different varieties instead of getting those pack-ups. I think they're kind of a waste. I always end up throwing the container away. The soil is never any good. So this is definitely how I would go about it, is to just buy the bulb and plant it up myself. Now I have a growing collection of Amaryllis. I think I'm up to 17. They're currently in my shed going dormant, and then I will be bringing them back inside after they have some dormancy. So I really, really had to restrain myself today. I did not bring any of these home, but it was so, so hard.
Well, I'm back in my car after checking out all of the cute holiday things they have here at my local Home Depot. And I have to say, I am in a much more holiday spirit now. It was really fun to go and see everything that they had here. I mean, there was some really fun and creative things, some things I definitely loved, some things that definitely made me kind of question. I don't know about those trees that were all wrapped up like the Whoville trees. It kind of looked like those trees were being tortured, let's face it. But I definitely saw some things that I would love to have. Oh, those Amaryllis bulbs were so tempting, you guys, but I already have such a big collection. I have to not do it this year to buy more, I don't think. But so many people buy Amaryllis and then just toss them at the end of the season. So you can see why you'd want to pick up some fresh Amaryllis bulbs. And I really liked the way that they did that. I liked how you could just buy the bulb, because so many times you have to buy the whole kit. And I thought that was really nice. Then you could pick your own container, use your own soil, and do it that way. So I was very tempted by the Amaryllis bulbs, but I did not buy anything today. I really just wanted to go and just get ideas, get inspired. So leave me a comment. Let me know, what are you doing to get yourself in the Christmas spirit these days? Are you like starting to shop? Are you starting to decorate already? I know a lot of people put up their trees right after Thanksgiving. I'm not usually one of those people, but I definitely liked coming here and just getting inspired, seeing what they had. I think they had a lot of gift options, really good gift options for everybody. So leave me a comment. Let me know, how are you getting in the spirit right now? Well, I hope you liked this little shop with me video today, guys. I will leave you a couple more links in the description of this video if you like these kinds of videos. And don't forget to check out my Countdown to Christmas playlist. You guys, I have a compilated playlist from the last 2 years of all kinds of decorating, craft projects, different things I have done in the past 2 years, mostly dealing with plants. As far as, you know, things here on my YouTube channel. So I will link that playlist in the comments for you as well. So be sure to check that one out. Thanks so much for hanging out with me today, guys. If you need me, I'll be doing some gardening. I'll see you later. Bye.